Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Dani and today it's time for my August M&M'S TBR and my Magical Readathon TBR. I have a new setup because I changed my shelves to another wall, so we're going to see how this is going to work. This is the first video that I'm filming like this, so now I'm sitting with the M&M's board instead of standing up like I usually did. We'll see how this goes. If this is the first M&M's TBR that you're watching, this is already going to be a bit different than usual, so I recommend you check the playlist that I have for all the M&M's TBRs that I do. But the reason why I'm going to do this different is because I don't have M&M's, but I'm not going to use a wheel. I have something more stupid and more fun to try. But before we get into my August TBR, let's see how I did in July. So for Element on the cover, I had Sea Prayer and I did read it. It's very short and I read it. Really good, I recommend. For Gifted Book, I had The Burning Girls by CJ Tudor and I did read it. And then for Fantasy, I had The Bladed South and I read maybe half of it. I didn't finish yet. I'm kind of taking a break from The Bladed South. I'm going to continue it later. For Random Letter, for First Letter, I had The Book That Wouldn't Burn, and I started it, and this is going to be included on my August TBR for sure, because I want to continue it. Then for Standalone, I said that I was going to read, anything that I want, and I don't think I read any standalones, besides the ones that are already fit for something, so I failed that. And for paperback, I had The Truth, and I also did not read it. So it was an okay month. It was better than previous months, but I think it's going to keep getting better. I don't have a punishment for this game usually. I'm thinking about something that I might want to incorporate starting next month, but for this month, I think I actually did really well. Today is the 29th, and I want to finish this before August, and it went well. So let's talk quickly about the Magical Readathon for a second, because I completely forgot that the Magical Readathon started 3 days earlier this semester, so instead of August 1st, it starts today actually, and I was wanting to finish this book before August 1st so I could start a readathon like fresh, but I forgot about that. So I'm reading this and I'm going to count this for the Magical Readathon because I'm not very far ahead, and I read a lot of it just today, just this morning, so I'm counting that for the Magical Readathon, so hopefully I can fit it back on the board. Also, for the M&M's. If you don't know what the Magical Readathon is, this is a readathon that G from Book Rose created. I'm going to leave her announcement linked in the description because it's a lot of fun. It's basically an RPG that you have to read books to complete the quests. In this case, we're at university at Aurelium and you have to read books to complete the classes. And the calling, the career that I'm going for this semester is Necromancer. Technically, we're supposed to continue from the previous semester, but I don't want to do that. I want to do Necromancer because it's fun and because it is the only career that has the distinguished for Conjuration, which is to read an indie book. And I want to incorporate an indie book, at least one, on the CBR this month. So for Necromancer, I have to read I have to complete 8 prompts. Because of the way the readathon works, we get points every semester, and I can now double up on prompts, so I can read one book for multiple prompts, and I'm going to try to do that, but also I kind of want to fit one book for each prompt just for the fun of it. But as much as I can double up by the end of the month, I am going to try to do that. So we're going to go into the Magical Readathon after the M&M's, so I can try to fit these books on the Magical Readathon as well. You know, the drill. So let's start, and you'll see what I'm doing this month, but first we have to replace that prompt. I have no idea where I put my Hobbit bag. Okay, here it is. So for that prompt, that was the last one from the previous month, we're going to go with 2021 release. So like I said, I don't have M&M's this month, but what I do have are M&M donuts. Okay, this is ridiculous. I told you it was going to be stupid, and it is, but it's also a lot of fun. I have 5 donuts here. It was supposed to be 6, we already ate one, so I have 5 donuts, so I'm going to pick 5 books, 1 per donut. So for the donuts that have M&M's on the top, I am going to blindly point at an M&M, and that's going to be the color that we're going to use. And for the M&M's, for the donuts that are the big ones here, they're supposed to have M&M's inside them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the main color, so red or yellow here. It's going to be the first one, and then I'm going to bite on the donut, and the first color that I see inside is going to be the second M&M. We'll see how it's going to go. It's going to be chaotic probably, which is fun. And I'm excited for it. and I'm going to get to eat a lot of donuts, and I'm hungry, so let's do this. So I want to start with the one that I have to bite on. So the first M&M color is yellow, and hopefully there's enough M&Ms inside it that I'm going to see one with the first bite. We'll see. There's nothing. Second try for the first book. I'm gonna have to bite again. Blue! This is absolutely ridiculous. But I clearly see a blue M&M here inside, so that's what we're going for. And we got Pat Pick. This is absolutely perfect because Pat Pick is actually one of the prompts for the M&Ms. I'm getting very confused now. So Pat Pick is one of the prompts for the Magical Readathon, so it will literally be the one that the cats pick here will be the Magical Readathon prompt that I need. So this is awesome. I'm going to do this at the end because I don't want to mess up the whole setup that I have here, move the camera. So we're going to do this at the end. And I know that I want to give the cats some options on thriller or mystery books, so the ones that I'm going to put for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give each pet 3 picks. So one of them is going to have to pick between The Man Who Died Twice, The Only One Left, and 0 Days. And the other one has Dead of Winter, Little Eve, and Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. So I'm going to have 2 books to pick from during the month, and I'm very excited for all of these, so anything that they pick, I'm happy with. Let's replace the prompt. M&M color, oh no. This is not a good one for this month. Okay, so now for the second book, I'm going to use the M&Ms, the donuts that have the M&Ms on the top. I'm going to close my eyes, point at one, and we'll see. This one, what is this? I'm going to pick it. There we go. Orange. Okay. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Orange. My hand's filled with chocolate. The second M&M for the second book is this one. Orange again. Oh no. Okay, so for this one I have to pick a book that I hauled between January and July. No. Yes, January and June of 2021. Let me check my spreadsheet after I clean my hands. I literally don't have any books left that I hauled that year that I haven't read. All of them I already read or on hold or something. So this prompt doesn't work. So I guess we're doing it again. But it's fine because, like I said, I am planning some changes for the board for next month, and this is going to change the meaning, so that's going to be fine. But let's grab this one again. There are a lot of oranges in this M&M, so that's why it makes sense that I got orange. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Okay. I'm going to get this one. What is this? Red. Okay. You cannot see that at all. Red. The second M&M for the second book is this one. Oh my god. Blue. Okay. And we got classic. What can I pick for this? Really not what I thought I'd be reading this month. So let me think. Okay, so the book that I picked for classic is The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. I've been trying to listen to the audiobooks of all his works. I don't know if all of them, but a lot of his books. And I already DNF'd 2, both The Island of Dr. Moreau and The First Man in the Moon. So we're going to try again with The War of the Worlds. It's very short and hopefully it's a good one. I like the movie. I doubt it is so faithful to the book because his books are very dry and hard to just care about what's happening. But the audiobooks are really good. They're narrated by celebrities, let's say, and they're really good narration. So I am going to go with The War of the Worlds for the second book on the CBR. Let's replace the prompt. Kindle. Okay, so now we're going to go into the second one that has the big M&M. And since we just did red here, I'm going to start with the red on this column, which is not what I usually do, but just so we get a different type of prompts here. So the first one is red, and the first color that I see inside is going to be the next color here to pick the prompt. Let's do this. There are a lot of colors here. There's so many M&Ms inside this donut. Oh my god. Okay, the first one, I kind of saw yellow and blue at the same time. So I don't know what to do. Can I pick between blue and yellow? Since we have another one that has yellow, I'm going to go with blue. Just because that's how we're playing the game this month. There are a lot of M&Ms inside that donut. I did not expect that. I thought it would be like 3 M&Ms tops, but there are like 10 that I saw. Okay, so blue it is. And we got favorite author, which I know what I'm going to put. But for this one, I'm going to have to wash my hands. Okay, so the book that I'm picking for favorite author is Yumi and the Nightmare Painter by Brandon Sanderson. If you've watched my channel for a little bit, you know that I really love his books. I am caught up on the Cosmere since last year, so I am excited to read the Secret Projects as they are released. This one, I got the ebook on July 1st, but I wanted to wait for the physical copy because I have been reading them on ebooks for a while, and the physical copies are so gorgeous, and with the color illustrations, they're so amazing that I wanted to read at least one of them in the physical copy. So this is going to be the book that I'm picking for this. And I already have a plan for this for the Magical Readathon as well, so we're good there. I hope this video is entertaining. I know that you all prefer when I have actual M&Ms with me to play, but I thought this was going to be fun. So I hope it is. But let's go into the other M&M that has a bunch of M&M colors, and I'm just going to pick one. This. And it's yellow, as expected, because there are a lot of yellows in this M&M. Second M&M for the fourth book is green. Okay, that was kind of unexpected. And we got continue series. Okay, I have a few options for continue series. I could go with one of the cat picks that is The Man Who Died Twice, if it's not picked by the cats. So that could be one. And I could also do a prayer for the crown shy, which I put on my TBR for April for the Magical Readathon, and I didn't read it, so I could still read it. The second one in the Monk and the Robot series by Becky Chambers. Or I could also put A Touch of Light by Chab Abdallah. This is technically the first book in the Ashes of Averyne series, but I read the prequel already last month, so maybe I could just put this. I am continuing a series that I read a novella from, so I think it counts. And I received this paperback from the author, signed and personalized for me, and I'm so excited. I'm so happy to read this book now that I have physically. I've been talking about it for a long time, but I only had the ebook, so having it physically definitely bumps it up on my priority list. So I think any of this could fit. This could count for ending the book for the Magical Readathon, so we'll see how I'm feeling after we get all the books. This is definitely good because it's short, but this counts for more for the Magical Readathon, so we'll see. Let's replace the prompt. And we got person, which means a person on the cover. Okay, I think this is the last one. I'm only doing 5 books this month because I only have 5 donuts and I have the Magical Readathon, so I think this is the last one, and I have to bite and chew the last M&M. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I'm not upset about it. I'm very happy, but I can appreciate how ridiculous this is. So the first color is yellow because we have a big yellow donut, and like I did with the red one, I'm going to start here just so I get more variety. And let's see what second color is going to be. Okay, so Krispy Kreme surprised me with how many M&Ms are inside this donut, because I really did not expect this. I see a lot of them, but the color that I see the most is blue, I think. But I also see orange and I also see green. So let's go with blue, because I think there are 2 blues right in front of me. So let's go with blue. And it is a graphic novel or manga, which is perfect for the Magical Readathon because we have a prompt that is exactly this. Let's put the donuts to the side here because I have to stop looking at them. Okay, so the book that I'm going to pick for, what was it, graphic novel or manga is going to be The Tea Dragon Society by, who is it? I don't know who the author is, but it's going to be here. I got Kindle Unlimited for 3 months for free with a Prime Day special promotion thing, and I'm trying to get through a lot of indie books through Kindle Unlimited, and also The Tea Dragon Society is available on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm going to read it there, and it's going to be perfect for the Magical Readathon. So let's go through the prompts that I need for the Magical Readathon now that we have, oh, we don't have all, we need Pet Pick. But Pet Pick's one of the prompts, so it's fine. So for the Magical Readathon, I need an O. I don't remember what the O, Q, and D mean, but I need an O on animal studies, and that is a Pet Pick, so I'm going to do that right after this. I need a D on conjuration, which means that I need to do O, Q, and D. So for O in conjuration, I need a book that features court or royals. A Touch of Light could definitely fit for this because I know it has court, has the royals in it, but otherwise I don't have a lot of options for this one. So as I can double up, I'm going to count that one for now. But what I'm going to count officially for court or royal is that I'm going to watch Red, White, and Royal Blue whenever it comes out in August. I'm really excited for this movie. I think it's going to be adorable. But I know the book is not something that I would enjoy. I don't like romance books. I don't want to read the book, but I do love romance movies, and it just sounds really fun and cute and adorable. So I'm going to watch Red, White, and Royal Blue for the court or royal prompt. But also I'm going to double up on others that have that. Like, I'm still reading the book. I'm just counting something else officially because I think it's fun. And then for Q in conjuration, we have a different country or culture than me, and that's kind of easy. It just means that I cannot read a Brazilian book, which I don't usually anyway. So for different country or culture, what I thought about, although anything could fit really, is Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. So I know this is kind of Asian inspired. I don't know in what capacity. I know Brandon Sanderson mentioned that he had a lot of his inspirations when he was doing missionary service in South Korea. So I don't know if that's the inspiration for this one. I don't know, but I've heard it being inspired by Asian culture. So I'm going to find out what exactly that means for this book, but it's for sure different than mine. So this is going to be for Q and conjuration. Then for D in conjuration, we have an indie book, which is the reason why I'm doing this career for the Magical Readathon, because I wanted to incorporate indie books for this month because of Kindle Unlimited, but just because I'm in the mood to read indie books. So I could read A Touch of Light for that. That would definitely count. But the one I'm going to put officially here is The Last Gifts of the Universe. Is that it? It's also on Kindle Unlimited. The Last Gifts of the Universe, exactly. That is by Rory August. This book was the winner of the, I don't remember the acronym, but the SPIFBO equivalent. It's not run by the same people, but it's a competition for indie sci-fi series books. And this one was the winner for this year, so I'm going to read it on my Kindle. So that's going to count. A Touch of Light would also count, and there I have a lot of indie books on my Kindle Unlimited now that could also count for this. So for O in demonology, we have Instagram or Goodreads scroll. I also added that star graph on that, and I did scroll earlier this morning because last time I did it on camera, it took forever, and we do not want that again. So I scrolled this morning, and the book that I got was Yumi. So hopefully you have the video here scrolling as I'm talking, and Yumi is going to be also for Instagram and Goodreads scroll. So it's also doubling up there because we need double ups because I have 8 prompts to complete. And then I need a Q in spells and incantation, which means that I have to do an O with in that same class, which is manga or comic or graphic novel. And for that, we're going to do The Tea Dragon Society. And then for Q, I need a black cover or fire on the cover. And for this one, I'm going to listen to the audiobook of Nothing to See Here by Kevin Wilson, I think. I have that on Scribd, and I've heard really cool things. Apparently it's about children that spontaneously combust, and that sounds intriguing. I want to see more. I want to know more about this. So that has a fire on the cover, so that fits really well. And then the last prompt that I need is an O for restoration, which is to start a book before bed. Honestly, I start pretty much all the books before bed, because what I usually do is that I get the sample on my Kindle for any books that I want to start. And I read it before bed, so I fall asleep while reading on my Kindle. So the sample has like 10% of the book, so depending on the book, it's a lot of pages, depending it's not, but I usually always start a book. I started the book that wouldn't burn that way. I started A Touch of Light that way. I started Yumi that way as well, not for the sample because I had the actual ebook from the Secret Projects, but I also started that way. So I start a lot of books that way. So it's also a perfect prompt. Before I show you the big pile of books, I'm going to insert here the clip of the cats picking the book from me. And like I said, between the 2 books that they pick, I'm going to choose during the month or read both if I have time. I have a very high expectations for my reading this month. We'll see how it goes. But you can see the video now. Hey, no, no, no. Wait. Wait. Oh my god. Okay. She was decided on this one. There you go, good girl. You can eat the other ones. Cute girl. Okay, this was very quick. Let's see Julieta. You already played. Now it's your sister. Come on. This is going to be hard. Wait. Hmm? Okay, I think this was slightly cheating, but we got our book. I don't know what they picked for me yet, but let's see what I have to read this month. And I just realized that the first book that I said that I was going to put on the CBR and that I was going to fit on the Magical Readathon was this one, and I didn't. I completely forgot about it. Can I fit for anything? It's not a continuous series. It's not a favorite author. It's not a classic. It's not a graphic novel. It's not a cat pick. I think the only prompt that I could fit this for is to start a book before bed. Literally, I think this is the only prompt. But I'm going to read it. I want to continue it, so this, I'm counting it in some way. So this one, Yumi for a favorite author, and for some of the Magical Readathon prompts. I have A Touch of Light for continuing a series for the M&Ms, and also for Indie and Court Royal book for the Magical Readathon. For classic, I have War of the Worlds. For graphic novel, I have The Teeth Dragon Society. And for cat pick, I have Whatever the Cats Picked. I don't know yet what that is, but I know I'll be excited for it anyway. And for the Magical Readathon, on top of this, I will have to read Nothing to See Here. And I think that's pretty much it, at least for doubling up on some prompts. And I'm gonna have to watch Red, White, and Royal Blue, which I'm very excited for. So that's it for this very chaotic video. Let me know if you liked it, if you like when I do different things like that. But hopefully next month we'll come back with the actual M&Ms because it makes it so much easier. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye!